Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified. Good morning. It is a Friday morning and I'm heading to pick it for work. So, it is snowing. It's just started here. It just started lightly snowing, which means we have the trifecta of bad days. Okay, so Friday in retail is super slow. It shouldn't be. That should be a busy day. It is not a busy day. That is one of our slowest days. I pick it as Friday. It's January, which in retail, you guys, if you're running a booth, January's dead. It is the month to run some sales because the people that do come in, you want them to buy in volume. Because January dead. And it's snowing, which will keep people away. So it's like January, Friday, snow. I plan on being super bored today. But the good news is, yesterday I sold the console table, the sofa table, the hassock, the footstool. Some people go, I don't know what you want to call it. Hassock. That sold. I sold a nightstand. Had to bring a bookshelf in. I mean, it's been a good sale. I sold $30 lipstick holder. So I had marked the lipstick holders, like 5 tubes of lipstick it would hold, at $30 for Minneapolis Vintage Market. And then I didn't lower the price to go to Picket. Now, Picket is notoriously cheap. And somebody bought it yesterday, and the owner was like, you sold a $30? And then I sold these, the set of 3 Russian bowls. Remember the Russian bowls? $24 I got for those 3. Which is like 4 times what I paid for them. So all of that adds up to, yes, I'm going to make rent. And there were a lot of small things that I sold, that I saw. Like I sold a pillow and I sold candle holders and little things. And they went and I'm happy. So it's just, oh yeah, and the rug, the runner that I had in there, the rag rug, it's so funny because that thing's been in there for 5 months. And the same people come every month. And somebody bought it because it was in the new space. The new booth is magic. I'm not lying. That booth is way better traffic than my booth on the other side of the register. So now people think it's just on the other side of the register. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. So it makes a huge difference where your booth is located as far as traffic. So for those of you who have booths, if you're thinking, I'm not making sales, but that person over there is making sales, you probably have a traffic problem. Like, I didn't realize when I took that booth that it was in a dead zone inside the store. Anyway, when I get to pick it, I have to move the console table out. Ladies coming to pick it up today. And then I've got to restage that booth, which I think I'm going to move the buffet that I did over, because no one's even looked at it, you guys. No one's even looked at it. I'm behind a cop right now. And I'm realizing that I just did some really bad moves. And I'm talking to you guys. I'm gonna get her in then. That's alright. Oh, God. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of it. He's using his signal in a roundabout. Okay. Maybe I should have used a signal. I don't know. Anywho. I'm gonna move that buffet over to the magic booth because I think one person saw it. I mean, one. It's the best piece I have. You know, and nobody even looked twice at it. So I'm going to move it to the magic booth. And then restage the boring booth. The boring booth that gets no traffic. But I got to go do that this morning before we open. Since it's 7, I got 3 hours. I can do it. I can get it done. We got this. If I don't get arrested, he's gone. We got this. I already started cleaning it off. This table sold. So that's got to come out. But I think I'm going to pull this one over here. That's going to move over there. And then I'm just going to spread all this out. The hassock that was here sold. The nightstand that was there sold. I brought this piece in to replace it. So just going to do some loving and then we'll get going. Okay. Well, that was not easy. There was a lot of stuff on that console table. So I moved some stuff over here. And I think this looks good there. This is the magic spot, so I think that's where it'll sell. Then over here, that's leaving. I rearranged some things as well. Took that down from next door, from over here. And then rearranged some of this stuff. I'm gonna put that under there. It's just about building from bottom to up. Rearranging, and sometimes that's enough magic to make things sell. So I don't know, we'll find out. I love that rooster with his necklace. I don't know why. That took me an hour, so I still have another hour before we open. Other gals should start showing up here pretty quick. I'm gonna wander around and turn the lights on, but sometimes actually, even if you don't have more than one space, just moving stuff makes it re-energize it. I don't even understand it. It was something that they told me when I started here, is sometimes just go in and touch your stuff. Just to go in and move it. Just move it from one side of a table to another side of a table. It just gives it new energy for some reason, and it works. Like the old owner of Picket Fence Gals told me that, and I was like, it freaking works. So hopefully now moving this stuff around will just re-energize that space, which this is the space that's magic. That's my old space. So I've moved that into the magic space. Like, people linger in here, they take their time in here, so there's a lot of stuff I think that will get seen and purchased. Did I price that? Hang on, I don't think I priced this. I hadn't priced this. It's so staggering the amount of things that came up yesterday that hadn't been priced, and I had one for sure that they had to ask me about, but I'm looking around going, did I get a price on everything new that I put in here? That's got a price. There were some that I remember writing the tags, but there's no tags on them, so that's so strange. I'm gonna move this forward. Move that forward, move this back. You want to play with the heights and spacing until you're happy. There's an empty hole there. So we just keep playing till it fills it in, but looks pretty. My husband said stop making it look like a living room. It's a store, but actually people like when it looks like a living room, so he doesn't know what he's talking about. Just take a peek around and just make sure that there's nothing else that I just sort of blitzed on. I remember sitting here and writing all these tags. That's the worst part. It's like, I wrote this tag. I'll have to look around. Anyway, so that's what I do when a big piece sells. If I don't bring another piece in, you got to make do. So I knew I didn't have an exact replacement for that console table, but I also knew that filling in my normal, quote unquote, normal space, the piece that was in there was big enough to fill that hole. And at the same time, the other small pieces that I had in here were enough to spread it out. So, I mean, unless I sell another 2 or 3 tables, I won't be bringing another table in. I can make magic and move this around. I have some fold up shelves in my car at all times that if a table sells and I have way too many smalls, I don't take the smalls out. I put the collapsible shelves in, and they're not for sale. So I'll put it in and just fill that up with the smalls. But yeah, I think I'm done here for now. I think I might have breakfast now. Okay guys, I've been at the register at Picket Fence 2 now for over an hour, and I have seen one customer. Told you it's gonna be a boring day. really fun thing is I picked up a few more things when the $5 vendor put more stuff in her booth. So I'll have to show you that when I get home tonight. Okay, I'm heading home after the boringest day ever. So, yeah, towards the end of the day, we had like 2 customers come in. We did $1,000 in transactions for the whole day. It was a horrible day. Horrible. I didn't sell one thing out of my booths. Not one thing out of 3 booths. And I said that this morning. It's the trifecta of bad, you know. It's January, it's Friday, and it's snowing. It's going to keep people away, and it certainly did. So I'm going to go home, and I will show you what I got. Ooh, I'm freezing from that vendor in the $5 sale. So more $5 treasures. Okay, so this is one of the $5 things that I picked up today. It's a Minnesota North Stars pennant. My husband says it's an unusual logo because this is the Dallas Stars logo. So he's not sure like when this was from or anything like that, but we're still going to put it in our vintage hockey basement. Right? You didn't know when it was from? Well, he's watching me do my thing here.
It's from the early 90s.
Early 90s. And then she had this Sentinel Utility First Aid Kit. And look at this, you guys, for $5. It's still got all this stuff in it. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I picked that up. That'll go to Junk Bonanza. And then the last thing was this pink dipper. So it's just seen better days. It's a little shabby chic. And I thought, that'd be good. Maybe put a potted plant in it at Junk Bonanza. Somebody will take it home. That's everything. See you tomorrow. Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week DIY tutorials and, of course, more junkin' videos.